Okay, so every year I do a recap of how I did as far as my acting career is concerned. And I got a little bummed. And I was like, I really want to start being more transparent with this journey. So here we are. Before we do that, I just want to say thank you so much. Don't hit the mic. Sorry. I see I now have 11,000 subscribers. So you guys are helping me go into 2025 with 11,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I was checking to see when I started this channel, and it was in 2014. And so it took me this long to get here, but I am thankful. So I definitely owe it to you all to be more transparent about what's going on with the career. Because for the most part, with the posts that I would put, I really was just putting different clips of things that I have done. But I'm like, there is so much opportunity for me to share like the ups and the downs on the journey. And if there is any questions or guidance that I can provide you about this entertainment business, if I know, I will share. If I don't, I'll tell you I don't know. But sometimes you just go about in your life and you don't realize that there is opportunity for you really to help people. And I want to start doing that here. I do have a cold, so we are going to be sipping this hot toddy as I just get things off my chest. Just kind of want to talk, and I'm going to do more videos like this. Just wherever the spirit moves me, I'm just going to have a chat. Okay? So, for those that are new to my channel, which is the majority of you guys, welcome, welcome. I am Shamika Wright, and I am an actress, a writer, director, producer. I have been in the industry for 2025 will be 22 years. So I've been here for a minute. Within the past 10 years, though, is when I have had the most activity in my career. So if there's anyone out there who is also in their journey, whether you are just starting in the middle or if you have surpassed me, I am so open to collaborate, connect, and share. Let's make it happen. Drop me some comments, etc. So every year I tend to do a reflection on what the year was as far as my career is concerned. And keeping in mind, coming up on 22 years, it really takes a lot of discipline in order for you to keep going. Now, I will be transparent and say that I have had a full-time job this entire time. So I do manage my career, though also working a full-time job. So that has contributed to it. I don't want to give the false sense that me being on this journey so far has been able to pay my bills. It has not. The realization is that I have had to maintain a full-time job while I continue on this journey. So every year I tend to just reflect on the year and see how I did, how I'm feeling, what I auditioned for, were there auditions that maybe I could do other things with. Now, as far as like my training and stuff like that, I have taken every single class like under the sun a few times over. And truth be told, I am to a point where I'm like classed out. I'm tired. So I tend to do more private coaching sessions if it's something that, I need help with versus going back into class. I'm classed out, y'all. Classed out. So I was looking and I was doing my count of how many auditions I had had for 2024. And I'm like, I have only had 25. And I want to let you know that after I finished counting that, truth be told, like that was a gut punch. Because on average, I do like 150 upward to closer to 200 auditions a year. That has pretty much been like my average, if I would say, in the bulk of my career, excluding the times when everything was off its rocker for COVID. So I was doing the count, and I was really trying to like assess, what was going on. So now, if you have been in this industry for a while, you know what it feels like to get that taste of feeling like, okay, I'm leveling up. I'm leveling up. Well, at the beginning of 2023, that's exactly how I was feeling. I was feeling like, oh my God, I'm finally leveling up. Why? Because I had a lead in a Lifetime movie that had came out in January. I got a lead in a short film called June's Crown, which premiered at the American Black Film Festival. I did a TV series, and I also did a supporting role in another Lifetime movie. Like, business was booming. My first 6 months of 2023, I was rocking out. Then come July, we hit the strike. And that strike went all the way to December, but it really lasted much longer than that. Because when we get to the holiday time, this is a slow season anyway, for, obvious reasons. But then after that holiday had passed and we're rolling into the new year, which now, okay, we're into 2024, everyone needs to get up to speed from all legs, cast, crew, everyone, everyone, casting, directing, from all legs. Everyone needs to get up to speed with the way new business is going to go. So that took a long time to get going. So having those first 6 months in 2023, and then just feeling like that rug was just pulled from up under me. Because at the time I was auditioning, guys, for some good stuff, like major TV shows and some really good films. I really was. And I was like, okay. And I was getting repeat casting directors asking me for auditions for things. And I was getting callbacks. Like, I'm like, okay, there is interest here. It's a strike while the iron is hot kind of thing. And so I was like, all right, well, we're gonna see this through, okay? So as we're in the first 6 months, right, of 2024, it's dry. Guys, it's dry over here. If an audition, came through, I was like ecstatic because it was so dry. And it wasn't for lack of being submitted. Got to get some tissue. It wasn't for lack of being submitted. It was just productions were really starting to stick with talent that they had already known, or it was really focused on projects that were already in the mix before we even went on the strike. So it was really making it hard for someone who didn't already have a job in flow, i.e. like myself, before the strike, to really like pick it back up and hit the ground running. And I know that my story is probably similar to thousands of other actors who are in the industry, but, it was just a hard pill to swallow. I know that there are several actors who have went through depression. Some, have quit. It's been a lot. Some have just decided just to go back to work, and maybe they might consider doing something in the future. But yeah, it's been rocky. So auditions for me really kind of started to pick up, I'd say like August, end of July, August. So that's where my 25 auditions for 2024 came from. It would be these last, 5-6 months. And out of those 25, I booked one. And the one that I booked was a Mountain Dew commercial that premiered during the vice presidential debate. So here we are. We are now at the end of 2024. And just thinking back on the strike that was July of 2023, we are just now recovering. We're just now. And it really hurt us bad. So taking the steps to get back into more writing, directing, and producing. Because before I had moved out here to California, for those that do not know, I'm originally from Connecticut. And 2025, I'll be out here in California for 6 years. Before then, in Connecticut, I did write, directed, produced a film that is on Amazon Prime, and it's called More Than One. And my plan was, once I got out here, to find me some cast, some crew, find me a team, to have me a team to really start producing, directing, and writing, and also starring in a lot more of my own stuff. COVID threw me for a loop, as with many. It got me off track. Then also, I have a 15-year-old. He's going to be 16, and I run a candle business. It's just a lot of things started to happen in life, and it kind of threw me off of what my original game plan was when I moved out here. But now I'm in a place to pick that back up. And that's what 2025 is looking like for me. It's picking that back up. I'm going to be doing a director's incubator program where I'm going to be directing some scenes. I'm going to take that on from January to March to get myself back in the film, in the feel of it, because it's been a minute since I've been behind the camera. So I'm doing that to pick that back up. And in the midst of that, I still have been writing things here and there. And some things I just really need to put a button on. But that's what 2025 is going to look like for me. I'm going to pick back up where it was that I left off when I said that I was getting out here and we got knocked out with COVID. So switching my gears to be more optimistic in that space of just really creating my own stuff. Because as much as I would like for it to have happened for me like the old-fashioned way, given how long that I've been in the industry, you can understand where that comes from. I really do need to morph into the new way of things more heavily. And that is what my focus is for 2025, is to write, direct, produce a lot more of my own stuff and just kind of let the chips fall where they may, if you will. So that is where we are as we end off, because this was kind of like an end of 2023, 2024 combo, because at the end of 2023, I was so disheveled that I totally forgot to even do a video. And then it dawned on me when I thought about my end of 2024, I was like, guess what? You forgot to do your video. So we're just going to have to do a combo and see and tell the people how it is that happened. Well, that's how it is that this happened. So keeping all that in mind, I am going forth with 2025 to do more of my own stuff. And we will just let it be what it is. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will see you on the next video.